Hello and welcome to this third tutorial video of SASHIMI segmentation. In this video I'm going to show how to track an object. So in the previous tutorial video I've shown how to draw an object, which you can see here. So we've outlined the medial-gastrocnemius muscle on this T1 weighted image of the lower leg. And I want to find this similar structure on adjacent slices. So let's just have a look at the next slice. So you can see that the slices look fairly similar and the shape of the muscle is quite similar as well. But it does change a bit as you scroll through the slices. So SASHIMI segmentation uses Daemon's image registration, which is a deformable, non-rigid image registration algorithm, to basically morph one slice into the other. So it calculates a deformation field that maps one image into the other. And it uses the deformation field then to transform the object. So the tracking options can be found here in the tracking panel, the bottom right, and I'm going to talk you through some of the options. So the first one is the slice to track. So currently we are on slice number 69. And when the slice to track is set to 1, that means that slice number 70 will be tracked. You can also set this to negative values. So it means in this case that slice number 68 would be tracked. If you change the value above 1 or below -1, it means you're actually skipping slices in between. So I'm going to set it to 1 for now. The smoothing, the pyramid levels, and the iterations are settings of Daemon's registration. And for details of these settings, I refer to the MATLAB documentation of imreg Daemons, which is the function that is being called. So after tracking, there's the option to automatically snap the points to edges, and you can set the maximum distance over which snapping can occur. The override labels is only relevant when there are already objects present in the slice to be tracked. So for example, if slice number 70 already would have had an object with label number 1, it would overwrite that label. So it would remove the label and then add the tracked object to that slice. So let's see what happens. So I'm going to press the track button or press keyboard T. It will then register the images, which will usually take a couple of seconds. And as you can see, it has now deformed the object from slice number 69 to slice number 70. It's done a pretty good job, but if you're not quite happy with it, you can always manipulate the results. So for example, you want to add a point here. And now let's press T again to track the next slice. Again, it's done a pretty good job. If it hasn't quite done a good job, you can always play around a bit with the settings. For example, you can increase the number of pyramid levels, the number of resolutions, or you can change the number of iterations. So after you've changed the settings, press the update button or press U on the keyboard, and then it will update the tracking. In this case, it didn't actually change anything really because the results were already pretty good. But if you start off with a pretty coarse tracking with just one resolution and only a few number of iterations, you can see that it changes slightly, although even these results are already pretty good. Okay, so that is how to track objects using SASHIMI. You can also track multiple objects at once. Let's say, for example, I want to add an object here. So I want to add the lateral gastrocnemius. I'm going to draw this object here. Going to outline it. Okay, I'm going to close it by pressing enter. And I want to snap these points to the edges, so I press Q. And I'm going to select all the points of the object that I want to snap. And now it has snapped all these points to the nearest edge. If you want to snap over a slightly larger difference, you can always change this a bit to a slightly higher value, snap it again. And now you can see that it actually has snapped a bit better to the edges. Okay. So by pressing T, I'm going to track the objects again. And now it will have deformed both objects at the same time. So go back to the slice number 71, and now it has tracked both objects to slice number 72.